I'm gonna say it. Yeah, you dumb shit. Nah. Hey, yo. What's good? We gonna
on live, B.
We're gonna let people jump. We're gonna let people jump in.
Somebody gotta send me the joint.
See, I'll send it to you.
All right, what's up with you? You all right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm ready to kick in.
All right. He said send him the link, yo.
Oh, for real? All right, but hold on.
Oh, and Jermaine said she tuned it in.
Yeah.
Who?
Jermaine. Cameron was talking to Jermaine.
Shit, don't they got cameras?
I think so.
At gas station?
Cameras or something.
Cameras over there when what's the name when he got shot?
Yeah. Oh, it said something about. Oh, okay. Well, they was having another discussion. We'll talk about off air, but yeah. They All right, yo. So yeah, we're gonna go right to it. You know what I mean? Like common shit right off the dribble. You know what I mean? And all right. I didn't say tag them. But
what's up, everybody?
What's good? What's good? I saw Ashley at the grocery store today. I saw Ashley at the grocery store today. Yeah. But yeah, yo. So I mean, we was going live anyway, but you know what I mean? I tagged you, Honey Blue. I tagged you, I shared it and tagged your name on it, yo. This motherfucker said I was trying to steal a Snickers. Ain't that a bitch? Anything else? A Snickers, Ashley? That's crazy. A whole Snickers. It's on the live, yo. The link is on the live, yo. Or was that Tony saying that?
That's Tony.
Oh, all right. Yeah, Tony, I'm ready to send it. Hold on. Yo. Sick ready wild up. Hey, yo, so everybody already, like I caught the news, like everybody else pretty much caught the news. A Jessica Hare campaign sign was glued to Trader Kid Memorial on Forest Drive in Annapolis. Yeah, that trashy shit. That trashy shit. That was crazy right there, yo. Like, at the end of the day, there's some.
Matt, what you think?
What do I think happened?
Damn right. You already know what I think.
One of her supporters did it.
Mm-hmm. That's how they do.
One of her supporters, and even if it wasn't one of hers, it was somebody that was trying to stir some bullshit. Either way, like you ain't that shit right there though. Like that's crazy.
No, listen. Where they get the poster from?
She listen. All right, she said it was stolen.
See what I mean?
She released a statement saying that it was stolen and said that it was glued. Yeah.
It wasn't no eye.
Exactly. Either way, supporter or eye, one or the other, yo. That's what I say.
It wasn't no eye.
Whoever went, either way.
Still.
Right. I'm guessing stolen because it had to have been stolen for it to be used for something like that. So they gotta say it was stolen. She gotta say it was stolen. Hold on, here you go. Tony was in the hallway. They gotta say it was stolen because she gotta say it was stolen. We're just gonna say that. That's some trashy shit, yo.
What's that, Press?
Oh, the mural, yo. They defaced.
They defaced Trader Kid mural.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
This is how I look.
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
That's some funk. That's some funky ass shit.
Yeah, I don't
right
even know what the
there,
fuck
yo.
you call that.
That's
how I
some
look when they
funky
put
shit.
it on.
I don't know about I seen like stuff on social media. I think seen like a lot of people jump to conclusions and like pointing fingers. However, I mean I don't really know, like I don't know the politics down the road for real, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, right? But I seen people like calling the lady out, but I can't see her doing that herself like that. I mean like her campaign, I can't see them doing no dumb shit like that.
Why not?
Like,
That's why I say I think it was a supporter that did it.
yeah, I mean, like, for sure it wasn't her. She didn't get her ass out there and put it up there for sure.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
But then
But,
again,
you know, like, it's politics, man. You really don't know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You really, it's politics. You really fucking don't know, man. Now, this is what the public should be doing. See which one of them motherfuckers step up to get it fixed. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and that's why I
see who step up to get it fixed.
I tagged her campaign and I tagged Stuart Pittman, yo, because it's one.
I seen it. It's
either her supporter or his supporter, one or the other.
I think it's her.
But I feel like both of them.
Why you think it's her, Fred? Give me something.
That's how they do.
Who? I mean, like, give me something.
Show you the right hand, slap you with the left. The first thing they're gonna want you to think is that it was the op. It was them.
Facts.
I'm telling you, it was them. They know what they're doing. They're always plotting some crazy shit.
Fred, you sound so like you see the motherfuckers doing it yourself. You adamant about that.
I can see it I can see it.
You adamant about that, bro.
I can visually see it.
Okay. It was them then. Shit. It was them. My man said it was them. It was them. Fuck it. It was them.
Right? That's how I ain't even lie. That's how I feel. I think they did it.
Hey, I'm with you there, Fred. You say you know more than me. You said they did it, then they did.
You know when we get around election time, you got these motherfuckers doing this wild shit to try to swing the vote either way, and they do trashy shit like this.
That's why it's not. That's why we shouldn't I ain't saying we, but that's why I don't jump to conclusions in situations like that, man. Because listen, it could be double reverse psychology. Who knows, man? Like, listen, it could have been somebody from across the street, just, fucking had some stupid shit to do. You know what I'm saying? Who fuck knows, man?
When it comes to politics, you guilty by association.
Okay. Meaning?
If you with them, you did that shit.
If you with them,
crazy as a motherfucker.
You just say if you with them, you did that shit.
See,
I'm posting that shit tomorrow.
There's a right wing and a left wing. No matter what they do, no matter what they put in the media, right?
Right.
The right wing got their media, the left wing got their media.
Right.
On their media, everything that the other does represents everybody. Now, if this was some white dude face sitting out there, the first thing they would have said was somebody on this wing did it. Just like everybody saying these people did it. To me, I think only people would sit up there and do something like that will be somebody from their campaign, I really believe that in myself.
All right, so let me ask you this, right? Fred, this is, I like to play devil's advocate, right?
Mm-hmm.
What does it? The lady, what's she running? What's she running for? What's she running for? I don't know. I'm being honest. I don't really know what she's running for. County executive. Okay, county exec. All right. So, what does it benefit her campaign, especially at this hour? I'm saying if a motherfucker would have did this like a year or two ago, she might want to get her name in the spotlight, for she could get jumped up. At this hour, what the hell does that benefit her campain?
It benefit her campaign. So she can say, "Look what my opponent did to try to to try to throw hate on me." So
has she said that?
It just happened.
No.
She never said that.
So I'm saying, has anybody said anything? Any of them, either side said anything?
No.
Okay, no, I'm just curious. Like, has any side said anything?
Well, Pittman ain't gonna say nothing because his name ain't it ain't his sticker.
Okay, no, I was just curious.
You know what I mean? No, she released a statement saying that hold on. I want
Get
to
a little
read.
close to the mic, see?
I want. My bad. Hold on. Y'all can hear me better. My bad.
I can hear you loud and clear.
Is that better? Can
Well,
you hear me now?
I got a cheap phone. I can't hear him that good.
Hey yo.
I hear you loud and clear.
Hey yo, hold on. I'm all right. She said she released a statement, and the statement said,
Man.
this afternoon it was brought to my attention that one of our campaign signs was stolen and used to deface the mural commemorating the life of Annapolis native Edward Say, also known as Trader Kid. Edward
That's
Say.
it? That's it?
No.
Oh, I said, God, that's it.
I want to make this clear. I want to make this very clear. I am sickened by this act of vandalism and have personally contacted the police and asked them to investigate it. While our campaign did not commit this despicable and disrespectful act, we will work to make it right. Sadly, this was done by someone more interested in dividing people and communities than bringing them together. That is something I will never support and always fight against.
Exactly. What did I just say? What did I just say?
Man, that ain't no confirmation of what you said.
Yeah, how the fuck it ain't?
All right.
How is it not?
All right.
What she say? Obviously, somebody.
Well, I guess when you see apples, I see oranges.
What did I just say, Steve?
That it was somebody from her campaign.
And they can use that as that. You asked me my opinion on it. They can use that.
Oh yeah, what he's saying is he's saying that she could try to use that to leverage like somebody doing something like this to target me.
But that's all. But listen. I understand perfectly where prayer is coming from, right? But what I'm saying is that same coin could be flipped the other side. Like it's like you really don't know unless somebody's seeing the bitch out there doing it. Excuse me, you know what I mean. But unless somebody's seeing it out there, somebody could prove like that same coin could be flipped either way. It all depends on what you personally probably believe about the person, the candidate, or whatever, right? But that same coin could be flipped either way. Not saying that she didn't do it, but the same argument that you have for that side, you could use the same argument on the other side.
We already
use the same argument on the other side, and it's a justifiable argument both sides. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
You know,
Tierra saying that they hated Pittman because he okayed it. They mad at him for that mural.
Say it again.
Tierra said the hate for Pittman in Anne Arundel County is strong too. They mad at him for that mural.
Remember, somebody slashed it before.
That's the current. Yeah. That's the current.
That's
county
county executive. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, what up, Dave? She said that would not be smart on their behalf. It makes the candidate a target.
Which candidate it makes a target?
What's he?
The new one. Oh, I guess she's talking about
Hey,
the new mural? Or fixing the mural? Oh, the new candidate. Talking about
hair?
Oh, no, the new mural. Yeah, see the new mural. That would be smart on their behalf.
That's a fucking get, man. Come on, man. Like, I'm telling you, that's a good strategy to me, as cruddy as they are.
It is both ways, though, Prez. I'm just saying, it is both ways. All of them crooks. All of them got, back alley deals. It's the same argument both ways. That's all I'm saying. You could be 100% right, but I still think you can make a valid argument on the other side the same way.
I want to see what the projected. Up there. I want to see what the projected vote results is for that area.
Man, listen. If Pittman's sign was up there, I would say the same damn thing. I think one of his people. I think somebody put it up there because they never run honest campaigns to me. You know what I mean? They never run honest campaigns to me. All they do
You mean politicians in general or those politicians in particular?
Politicians in general.
I would have to agree.
They always trying to slide some slick shit in there, something they can counter with, listen, laid out there and put this sign up there because they're going to think, nah, she wouldn't do no shit like that because all that's going to do is hurt her campaign. Whole time is her motherfucking cousin living in goddamn Trinidad somewhere came. So can't nobody trace her ass back. She over Trinidad.
They flew them in. Wow. But nah, like honestly though, for real, like
back to Trinidad.
For me, it's this, yo. Like for me,
My fault.
it's always.
I'm supposed to mute that.
Yeah. Or at least turn it down a little bit. That's all. I'm supposed to mute that. For me, it's more about trying to. For me, it's more about trying to create some type of confusion. Period. But why use that though, yo? Like
that's a touchy subject.
Like they had to think that they had to know that whoever did that had to know that people was gonna be fucking pissed about that. Yo.
That's a perfect plan.
They had to know people was gonna be pissed about that shit. Yo.
And who you gonna be pissed with?
Whoever did the shit.
And make it look like the other campaign did it.
Yeah. Like I said, I think honestly, I think whoever did it is one of her supporters. He actually goes out. So I gotta go now. So I gotta go and research Jessica Hare. And I gotta check her out and see how she run.
Man.
You know what I
Did
mean?
You see any of her campaign stuff on Facebook?
I have not, because I was too busy being ignorant on Facebook, man. I ain't been paying attention to that bullshit. Man. Like I usually don't though.
Put TV on, y'all. Turn that TV down.
That's Tony watching the game.
Is the football game?
You watching the game?
I don't know.
That's mine. Hold on.
Somebody said nobody runs honest campaigns.
Exactly. I just said that.
That's crazy though.
Listen,
it's not.
Man, one of the motherfuckers might got Olivia Pope working for him, yo. She might have did some whole spin shit. Oh man.
Yeah, but that though. You know what I mean? Like
that's
I
the perfect thing to do.
I get it.
It's all about the black vote. See? It's about the black vote, yo.
So that's why I said I want to see the projected voter results for that area. Because
depending on what side of the street.
It's on.
No, I'm saying side. Projection. I'm saying on if you're on the Heritage side, right? That the projection on that side of the street, not just Heritage, but that whole side of what's the fuck is that, Forest Drive, right? That side of the street, that vicinity right there, those people probably vote because most of them are a little older homeowners. They've been locked in there for a good while, right? But when you go to the other two neighborhoods like Bywaters, Newtown 20, I don't know about the front part of 20 or whatever, right? Or Oscar Landing, but you got a lot of people that change addresses a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like they change addresses a lot around, you know, on that side of the street. So, right. So they take all that shit get took into account. That's why you don't see the motherfuckers down in the hood in certain neighborhoods, you know, politics. They know them niggas, they know they're not getting them votes.
No, they do.
Most of the people gonna be sleep.
They be knocking on people's doors.
The workers be knocking on people's doors.
Nah, everybody be out. They be out. They be passing out flyers, pamphlets. They be knocking on doors.
Down 20 in the middle of the day.
Man, they don't give a fuck about none of that shit. They trying to get them votes. They don't care.
No, I'm saying I was just of course they trying to get the. I'm just saying the projection is probably on that side. Like a lot, they probably not gonna get a lot of votes anyway. If people gonna come out and vote at all.
Right.
And, you know, I ain't saying that people don't have a choice, but people be like half the people that's probably on Facebook right now fussing about and you know taking the side or chicken side. They ain't even gonna go vote when the vote comes.
Nah, true story.
You know what I'm saying? They won't even go vote. They pissed off right now, but they won't go drop that ballot. And that's how you make changes, small changes in small municipalities. Them niggas who go to be congressmen, senators, and all that shit. You gotta stop them here. You know what I'm saying? You gotta stop them at this level. Because once they get past this level, they gone.
I don't believe,
Once they get past this level, they gone.
Big facts, Tony.
I don't believe that
Big
vote.
facts,
I don't believe
Tony.
that voting at all.
Huh?
I don't believe in voting.
You don't have a right to have an opinion on none of this shit then.
I can say whatever the fuck I want to say.
If you don't vote, you don't have a right to have an opinion on none of this political shit.
You didn't hear a word I said. You just responding to shit. I said I don't believe in voting. I did not tell you that I do not vote. I don't believe that it makes a difference.
Why you do it?
Because our ancestors died. That's
so you believe it make a difference? So you
I don't
believe it make a difference?
none of that shit. The only reason why.
Okay.
That's the only reason why. I don't believe that none of these votes count for shit. Don't none of the politicians that get in office change shit that benefit us. And I never seen it.
I'm gonna say this. I believe that votes could work if we are more organized as a community first.
Say it again, see?
I believe that voting would work better. I believe voting would work better if we were more organized as a community. I'm talking about black people.
I got you.
You know what I mean?
That's grassroots, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I believe that.
That's where it starts.
I believe that we could. I believe that if we get enough people to believe the same thing long enough, then you can see change, because that's the only way that this shit happens.
I believe that as well.
I agree with what Mikey's saying. I vote, but you don't, like, at the end of the day, how many times have you voted and the things that you voted for came to fruition? Probably besides Obama. And I say that because this is and I'm basing this.
Go ahead, my fault. Go ahead.
No, you know why I'm saying that though, right? So
I want to let you finish. That's why I want to hear what you said.
I'm saying that because 10 years before Obama, ain't no way in the fucking world we would have thought that we would have been voting for a black man as president.
Okay.
We had gave up on that dream when Jesse Jackson back in the 80s. Yo, think about it. So we would be sitting here lying if we say that the black vote didn't help him, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what I'm saying is this: when we all agree in an organized mindset, then voting can work our way. It just so happens that when it did that, we thought that this person was going to be a bastion for our people, and he wasn't. For 8 years, Obama.
He was.
Nah, he wasn't for us. He was for everybody but black people. But that's a whole nother discussion. What I'm saying
is a whole nother one. That's a whole nother one.
You know what I mean? What I'm saying is this.
I get you.
When we all felt like we wanted him to win, we got out. I mean, black people went out in droves. This is the one time we actually saw the hood become a neighborhood.
Niggas was carpooling to the polls.
Neighbors was carpooling to the polls. So what I'm saying is this. If we get on the same, like I said, yo, it always goes back to the way of thinking, yo. It has to. If we can't change the way of thinking, no, voting will never work in our favor. We will never be able to get shit. Now, I guarantee you this. I guarantee you question 4 is going to pass. I guarantee you question 4 is going to pass.
What's question 4, T?
Legalizing marijuana.
Anything about weed.
Legalizing marijuana.
Yeah, that's because, well, West.
That's what niggas care about.
West is for that. So it's going that, you know, he next up. So that's a definite. It don't matter what side of the coin that fall on. He for that. So that's a gimme.
But what I'm saying is, like I said, like I can see why Mike is saying.
Oh no, I get it.
Doesn't work. You know what I mean? I know we get it. You know what I mean? I'm just
a lot of people share that same sentiment. You know what I'm saying? Like I know a lot of people that share that same. I just don't personally share that sentiment.
But we just sat here and proved through discussion that we can achieve results that we want through voting if we work together.
Right.
Right.
The only way the black vote will count or any vote counts is when it got to do with numbers of people and money. I learned this shit when I was mentoring kids. And I was wondering, and I was going to all these little fucking things at the courthouse with Pastor Cheryl, and Pastor Cheryl schooled me on something that really, really stuck by me. They needed a kid got hit up in the Broad Neck area by a car because they changed the busing route, so they had switched sides of the streets. So the people went in there, and you only get 3 minutes to talk.
This a town hall meeting or this is school board meeting?
No, it was a school board meeting.
Okay.
So it's 10 motherfucking, I'm going to just say 10 people. You got 3 minutes to talk. When the lady read 3 minutes of the next person came and read 3 minutes. Word for word, right? But this is what she showed me. She said the reason why the black vote really don't count because we don't put no money in politicians' pocket. So they was showing how if like you take 20, for example, say something from 20, you take every building and you take every apartment in there, and everybody had the same views, but everybody put up in each building put up $100. Every apartment in every building, and then put back 20. You put that money up when you ready when they ready to do their campaigning. They gonna need that bread, and you do it every year. That's when you can go to places and get shit done. If your ass ain't got no money, I don't give a fuck how many motherfucking people you got going up there. They're gonna use your vote to get in office, but once your vote gone down, don't care about that. But when you got that bread up and they know you can come back, that's how you get it. And the prime example was Savannah Park High School.
That is gorgeous.
Savannah Park High School was like
that is gorgeous.
Community college.
That motherfucker gorgeous.
Exactly. You come down to Annapolis and motherfuckers got walked to school and all type of shit like that.
That's because they got all the millionaire boosters living up there in Savannah Park too. That came back and put in their community.
Yeah, they did. They did. The boy that played professional baseball.
It's all about the money. If you want shit to happen, you gotta be putting money into those politicians' pockets for when they're campaigning. So then you'll be like, listen, we need something done at Oldbury Court. Boom. We at Oldbury Court, we give you at least $50,000 a year. You think they're gonna want to lose that $50,000?
No, I get that. I mean, we all know that they be greasy. My only point is like, okay, Annapolis, Anne Arundel County is in general, Annapolis in particular, right, have groups, right? When I say groups, like what's that? Like the LOC, what's that? The local organizer committee. I think that's what it's called. Like Annapolis itself in Anne Arundel County, different things. Even with the biker groups, whatever kind of organizations people have, right? If I believe that, like, because like on a large scale, like presidential elections, like I don't think every single vote count. You know what I'm saying? I think some shit gets swung. You know what I'm saying? Just being honest. Like I think some shit gets swung sometimes with really big ass elections, right? But on the grassroots level, like when we electing city councilmen, aldermen, stuff like that, people who we can put our hands right on. You know what I'm saying? Like people that we could put our hands right on and get right, go right to their office, or we see them outside. Some of them motherfuckers be right in McDonald's next to you in the line most of the time. But my point is, like, if we elect officials that push our agenda, if the smaller groups get together and put together a pointed agenda, not just everybody all over the place, and then you find out which candidate gonna support your agenda. Then you hold that candidate responsible for pushing your agenda, or they don't get the votes. Once they see the swelling numbers, that's how you could push people. And then you get people on there who really gonna push your agenda. I'm gonna give you one example right now because it's prevalent right now. Griswold. Everybody in that was gonna vote for her. everybody gonna vote for her. So no, so now we know that we have somebody got a seat at the table. Like if somebody with a seat at the table that we know that she not involved in that aspect now, but that's where people start at. That's how they move forward. Boom, 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 boom. Next thing you know, she fucking lieutenant governor, deputy mayor, some shit. No, but that's how small votes right now make a difference. I'm not about no, but the small votes right now in small municipalities in your town, in your city, the area that govern you. You know what I'm saying? That stuff make a difference right now. Because it's like if the hood behind a certain candidate, like I'm gonna say one of these white people, like the lady or the man or whatever, whichever one the hood behind, that's the motherfucker who's gonna win for real. Because if they go out and vote, that's the person really gonna win if them people go out and vote. And they know that. You know what I'm saying? Just like, listen, the other person who running against Griswold, they might as well just go ahead and pack it in and call a concession speech before the vote go out. No, I'm saying just being for real. They might as well. No, listen, I try to see if I can have dual residency because I had some stuff going on in my mother's house, so I could go vote for. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a city. They say, no, you're a city resident. You can't vote. No, but people want to vote for. Both of y'all voting for. You know what I'm saying? Come on. She a shoe-in. But that's how you get people in the door, by these small votes, these small elections. That's how you get people to push your agenda. But we don't ever really have a damn agenda. We just want a whole bunch of stuff, but never really have an agenda. And that'd be the problem. That's all I was saying. If you start right here, you can make a difference. Because we don't really care about the world at large. We worry about the school buses not coming for the kids. The bumps in the road. We worry about the shit that's happening right here, right now with our family and our kids, in our neighborhoods. That other shit don't really affect us right now. That's trickle down. Right here, it's right in your face.
The thing is this, right? We voted for people to get in office. Why are we dealing with this?
What you mean, Prez?
There's already somebody in office that we voted in before.
But why did you vote for that person? That's what I'm saying. Why did you vote for that person?
Whoever you speaking of. Because everybody said their agenda. Once you get into office, you still got to follow a certain. That's a protocol. That's why everybody think that Obama wasn't doing his job. Just because Obama became president didn't stop him from being black. He still had to go against the masses. Even if we put Griswold or whoever else, there's going to be some people like, well, she ain't getting this or he ain't getting that done like he's supposed to. They're going to be trying their hardest, but they still got to go against the masses. So
we are the masses. We put an agenda together. That's we are the masses.
Bread, you ain't
we
shit,
can be the masses.
We've been doing this for years. People been voting for years. If your area that you are
people don't vote, Prez. People don't be voting, Prez.
The area
people don't be voting, Prez.
Yo, stop doing that. If your area that you in is doing their voting, that's how we get people in office. But the only way you get things done in your area that you voted in was to have some type of bread in there. You gotta have some money. They don't give a once you're voting, it doesn't matter. Because they can tell you whatever they want. Everything sounds enticing. When I'm a politician and I'm gonna stand in front of you, I'm gonna tell you something about the chick Lisa, right? What's her last name? Lisa. Right. Listen. Before I even knew this chick, I kept seeing her everywhere. I kept seeing her down 20. I was living down 20. I go jogging. I see this damn white lady running around, right? Playing with the kids and shit. I see her at 20 Day. I see her every time. I just keep seeing her. So when I finally meet her, we had community day. I'm like, damn, who is this chick? She and they doing face painting with the kids and everything. This way before she running for office. I see her. Then when she get in office, there's a thing going on. I calls her. Matter of fact, I inbox her on Facebook and I tell her the situation. She makes calls, find out information, and then hit me back and made sure the situation was dealt with. That's a real woman, son. Like she could get my vote because not only because she did something when I called her, but she was already in the hood. Like I just kept seeing her.
Right.
I don't see the rest of these politicians, so I don't care how much we vote for them. If they don't come and see where we at or see what we going through, or we ain't put no bread in their pockets, they ain't gonna come there. I don't see them Bama's. I don't see them nowhere until voting time. We've been saying how many years? I'm 49 years old. My mother and them was saying this. When they used to send limousines down to 20 Robinwood Gardens everywhere, they used to send limousines down there and pick people up to go vote. I seen that. But then you ain't seen them politicians. I never seen them politicians again. So if you ain't putting no bread in their pocket, I ain't getting the fuck we got to worry about our kids not being able to go to school. We out here bitching at the rental office because the trash trucks ain't coming and picking up right here, but the trash truck pick up right up the street. We out here calling the people because the trash truck guys throw our trash cans back any kind of way, leave trash all over the spot. But then when they get right around the corner, right up the street, they set the trash cans back in neat places. We calling for school shit, but why do we have to mention that? Y'all know what the fuck it is? They changed the hours of school. The hours that they changed the school is so many parents that's not happy because the hours don't fit the work schedule and the way they change it. Their older kids get out later than their younger kids. The older kids usually keep the younger kids until the parents get home. Those people that made those decisions are people that we already voted for in the last election. That shit don't mean nothing. If you ain't got no motherfucking money now, if we had every neighborhood here, and we start putting that money in their pocket, that's the only way they can respond. This bro don't tick at all without no fucking money. Your vote don't mean shit if you ain't got no money involved in it. Your vote got them motherfuckers you wanted in office. That's all your vote did. I don't believe in that shit at all. That lady hair, somebody, we're gonna go right back to that. Somebody in her motherfucking and her shit did that. One of her supporters did that shit. Y'all can turn y'all blind eye to whatever the fuck you want and think whatever you want. But I'm gonna tell you some real shit. That's the only way. The only way we operate now is through controversy, through conflict. That's the only thing that interests us. That's the only thing that interests everybody. Look all online. Only thing interests us right now is controversy and conflict. That's the only thing.
I don't agree. I turn the blind eye, praise.
Tony, you're not the only person. We got a whole bunch of people.
No, I'm saying, do you think that? No, I'm saying, like, you think that the people who don't, do you think that we turn the blind? Me, I'm gonna speak for the people with the blind eyes.
Yeah.
You know, the people who talk to you. You think that we turn the blind eye?
Yeah.
Why?
In what aspect, though? That's what I'm trying to figure
out.
Yeah, why? I listen to what you're saying.
Like, I got a difference of opinion, but I don't think I'm turning the blind eye to reality.
I agree that. I
agree with you on the higher level. I just don't agree on the lower level.
Higher level, absolutely. But I also and I agree with what Tony's saying too. We have to, if we start at the ground level, then we have a better chance because this person is somebody that needs the vote more than the money. When these politicians first start out, they need the votes more than they need the money.
They need money to have a campaign running.
Right. They don't need money. That's what I'm saying. These motherfuckers running for aldermen and all of that shit, running for aldermen, city council. Yeah, but they don't need as much as a person running for county executive or mayor or governor or lieutenant governor.
When you get off, research it. Everybody need bread. They got to pay people to do everything. They got to pay for office space. They renting places to be. Everybody need bread, son. Everything that you do in this country is about money.
I understand that too, but a lot of times at that alderman level, you know what I mean? Or like it's not because it's only for a certain area, it's for a smaller area. Yeah, they might need money to do certain campaigning and shit, but at the end of the day, you need money, period, when you campaign. Absolutely.
I'm telling you.
I'm not denying that. But what I'm saying is the aspect that Tony's speaking from, I agree with too.
No, I said the same thing.
We can start at that ground. If we start at that ground level, even money-wise, if we starting at that ground level with a candidate that we trust and we know is going to move the agenda that we want, then yeah, we put money behind that person. But like at first we even got to agree that this is the person we want to vote for. So that's what I mean by, in order for it to work for us, we have to have some type of organization amongst us first. We gotta figure out what it is that we want and what we need for us and for our kids and for where we live at and for our communities and for our schools. And then we listen to these politicians. And then, like he said, we listen to them at the small level. We listen to them at the city council level first. Then we listen to them at the alderman level. And then if they move up, we fight. But at the end of the day, we don't have to put any power behind somebody who's not going to be with us from the ground up. And that's the best way for it to work. We're going to have to find that person that we know is going to go out there and do right. And that's why I was surprised that more
people one coming.
Are behind the boy DeJuan Gay over there in Ward 6.
What's his name? DeJuan Gray?
DeJuan Gay.
He was running for alderman or city council or something like. No, he got the air conditioners over Eastport or something, right?
Yeah. You know what I mean?
I think I remember something. Did he get the air conditioners over Eastport?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
He was one of the people that did that. Yes.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is like, yo, yeah, I agree. Like, yeah, until we really come up with a plan that we want that's going to help us, not just politically, but just environmentally all over the place. Like, we got to find somebody that understands the things that we need in order to function as a community. We need a proper hospital or school. We need food. We need money. We need banking. You know what I mean? Like, we need those type of things. And we gotta look for a person that wants those same things and is willing to go to hell to get it. But that's like I said again, that start with us organizing together. We can get to it. Like, I honestly believe that we can get to a point where we can say, yes, our vote actually really, really fucking counts. And it matters. I believe that we can get there, but we gotta believe in our people, and we gotta believe that when we start, and like you said, find that candidate and stand behind them and make sure that person want the same shit that we want. Because if not, we're gonna keep promoting and we're gonna keep voting for a bunch of motherfuckers that ain't gonna do shit for us and ain't gonna do shit for our people. We already sat here and established the fact that we know that half of these motherfuckers, if not 90% of them, don't give a fuck about the black community. Maybe except for the black politicians, and that's maybe half of them. That's half of them motherfuckers. Because half of them don't even live in the black community.
Thank you, like, Chad. My bad, I ain't gonna cut you off.
That's fine. Like, that's fine. Like, but see, now who's turning a blind eye? That's turning a blind eye. I just said
that's reality.
Listen to what I'm saying. And who just said that? Because I'm on the wrong one. I want to see who said that.
Chad.
I'm gonna ask you a question. Chad said that it'll never happen.
That beard look good, baby.
Listen. What you just said here and did, Chad, what you just said here and did, Chad, was listen to me give a proper organization on how we can make this work, and you shot my shit out the sky. And that's why the fuck we can't get ahead, my nigga.
Nah,
how would you feel? Listen, now let me talk, because that pissed me off right there. Because now you're trying to be political and make this shit seem like it's more intelligent. Then I'm not speaking no smart shit right now.
No, he what you saying is
we're not gonna do that. What I'm gonna say is this. Well, it'll never happen. It'll never happen if niggas think like that. What the fuck? That's a fucking blind eye, Mikey. That's a blind eye. It'll never happen. That's
is he saying
no, that's listen. The problem. That's the problem with black people to fucking day, especially in fucking Annapolis.
Is he saying
the moment a nigga say something?
Do you know what he means?
One motherfucker jump up and throw the chair in the club. It's always one nigga that throw a fucking chair in the club. And then we sitting around wonder why we can't go in the fucking club no more.
AC, do you know if he's saying it'll never happen that we get together, or it'll never happen that we will ever see a politician that care about us?
That shit ain't no fucking reality. That's your reality, my nigga.
Who?
You said I ain't shut you down. I just gave you reality. That's your reality, my nigga. I just gave a reality that can work if we all, at this point, if we all talk about it and work together, it can work. But I'm not gonna sit here and let nobody say, "Oh, that shit ain't gonna never work."
Is he saying
it ain't gonna work, nigga? Then get out the conversation.
If he's
and
saying
that's for anybody, that's for anybody.
Saying,
if you're not trying to make it work, you keep cutting me off. You keep cutting me off.
I'm trying because I'm trying to find out what you're talking about, because is he saying that is he saying that it'll never happen, that the politicians won't come with us, or is he saying
that doesn't matter?
Let me ask you the question. Or is he saying that what you're saying won't ever happen, but us uniting as black people uniting? Or is he saying
either way, it's throwing a thorn in what I was trying to talk about? Building. When we talk about building, you can't do shit like that.
Because he can voice his opinion on whatever he wants.
He can voice his opinion, but if you're gonna voice your opinion, then this conversation ain't for you, because I'm not trying to have
conversation
filled with opinion about shit that can't happen.
That's why we got the show called Let Me Talk. The show is called Let Me Talk.
It's always one person that has to shoot down some aspect of it and call it reality. That's not fucking reality. That's your opinion. Just like he just gave his opinion, I'm responding to his opinion. His opinion is bullshit, because he basically saying it'll never happen is saying my opinion is bullshit. So now I'm responding.
I don't get this.
Love, Chad. It's still all love.
No, but all I'm saying is what he's saying will never happen is the politicians, or is it black people? Because I don't understand what you're responding to. Because I don't believe that politicians will fuck with us either if we don't put no bread in it. They haven't been doing it for years. So I don't know. Maybe I don't, like I said, I wasn't trying to cut you off. I was just trying to find out what you were responding to.
It's me. I'm bullshitting. It's me.
See, you can't have a talk show and call Let Me Talk and act like you acting. Me and Tony keep going back and forth, and it's all love, but you cannot act the way you acting because that man said what he said. The show.
That's I really love you, nigga. That's why I really love you. My man pissed off over there on the left.
You
can't tell a man he can't have his opinion on a show.
He can have his opinion. That's fine, but it don't. And my opinion is that opinion is bullshit. Whenever I just sat here and spoke about the shit, yo.
That's fair. No, that's fair. He had his opinion. You had your opinion about his opinion.
But you can't tell him he can't be on the show or get off the show.
No, I think he wasn't telling him to get off the shit. He's just basically saying, nigga, if you don't think this shit make no difference, you should just shut the fuck up.
No,
I think that's what he was saying. I think that's what he was saying.
No, he doesn't have to shut up.
Come on, man.
He doesn't have to shut up. He is allowed to speak whenever he wants.
Shut up.
But like if you don't think this shit matter one way or the other, what the fuck are you wasting your breath for?
No, I
that's the fuck I don't get. Like, what the fuck you make your breath for?
So while you keep telling me what we can't do, what can we do?
Mm-hmm.
15 reasons of what we can't do.
Hey, won't you send Chad the link so Chad can come on here?
Yeah, let him come on.
What can we do?
Yeah, you went at him kind of hard. You should give him a chance to come on.
That's all I was trying to say. I wasn't trying to stop you from speaking your thing. I was trying to figure out if you were.
We know, Praise. He was in the heat of the moment.
No, I was trying to. This is what I'm saying. I was trying to figure out if C was responding to him saying that black people wouldn't unite, or saying that it would never happen because the politicians.
Right.
Yo,
you know what I'm saying? That's what I was trying to find out. I was like,
I know. He knows you, but he was telling you that part don't matter. I get it.
Why are we debating something? It's not a debate, yo. Why are we debating something that's simple? It's all not just like it is that simple. It's we either get together and make it happen or we don't. But the moment we sit here and go back and forth about it can or it can't or it can or it can't, like where are we getting? Yeah, we can debate it all day. That's cool. We can talk about it and debate it all day. But at the end of the day, what's the answer? I'm trying to come up with an answer, and you're telling me it's not going to work. Tony sat here and gave his answer on it, Mikey, and you told him it don't matter because we don't have no money.
Who? I ain't say it don't matter. I say we don't have money.
If we don't have money when they get our vote, it don't matter. You didn't say that?
It doesn't.
Once they get our vote, it don't matter no more if we don't have no money in it.
Why? That's why we having these conversations, because our hoods are still fucked up from the people that we voted for. We've been voting for years. My mother and them been voting for years, and then next thing you know, they coming back at their politicians asking why this didn't happen, why that didn't happen. You said that you was gonna do this, but you ain't do it. That shit been going on for years. It ain't never changed. Ain't nothing happened yet. Motherfuckers got air conditioned over Eastport, but you would get shot walking out your front door. You don't need no air conditioning if your ass dead.
What the politicians got to do with that?
Right.
Y'all brought that up.
No, I ain't bring nothing. I was sitting here quiet. I ain't say shit.
We looking
I was just listening.
And our hoods, we need protection.
We need protection from ourselves. That means we really fucked up. We need protection from ourselves. We really fucked up.
We just started needing protection from ourselves.
No. Hey, listen. When you lived in front 20, I lived back 20. It ain't have no security. Nobody ever got shot.
Yeah,
when we were little boys. Nobody ever got shot.
Lonnie died down 20. A whole bunch of people got shot.
No. I said when we was little boys. Lonnie died when we was like 17, 18. I'm talking about when we was 9, 10, 11, 12. Nobody got shot. I ain't never seen a security guard ever. I'm just saying when we need protection from ourselves, we really fucked up.
We need protection from ourselves. What? Where you living at? You not living in America? Niggas dying every day for nothing.
Yeah, but you made my point.
Just got robbed in front of my house at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and we got cameras up there.
So, but he ain't get robbed by a motherfucker who don't live around there. He probably got robbed by a motherfucker who live right up the street. He probably got robbed by a motherfucker who live right up the street from.
He got robbed, a crime happened. Doesn't matter who he got robbed by or where the person from, a crime happened.
Nah, it do matter, Mikey. That's the whole point. It do matter, bro. It do matter. And if you don't get that, there's no point in us even having no further in this conversation if you don't think it matters. Like that's the point of the other thing.
I'm gonna talk my talk.
I ain't saying no. Come on, Praise. You know they ain't for us. But no, I'm just saying like as far as that go, like there's no use in going that deep into it if you don't think that that part matter. Like because anything else I'm gonna say from this point, you're not gonna get.
And that's all I was trying to say. That's all I was trying to say. Not saying don't talk at all, yo. What I'm saying is it's not impossible. And we keep giving possibilities and keep saying it's impossible. It's impossible. It's impossible. How many times do you want to hear that in a conversation? Mikey, you are the main proponent for the things that you say puts out a certain energy, yo. And if someone is giving options and you keep saying that ain't gonna work because of this, or that ain't gonna work because of that, or this ain't gonna work because of that, so then what do we do to make it work? What can we do to make it work? Let's talk about that. If you understand and agree that it's not gonna work, and I'm saying that it can, what can we do to meet halfway so we can start making it work?
That's how conversations start.
That's the conversation. That's all I'm saying, bro. I'm not knocking your opinion. I wasn't knocking Chad's opinion. But what I'm saying is this. We're sitting here and we're trying to reach a solution with the conversation. That's why we started this shit, so that we didn't keep having to debate the same thing back and forth over and over. And we're trying to open up the conversation, and you keep saying it ain't gonna work, it ain't gonna work. So then no need to talk about it. And if you feel strongly about how you feel, that's fine. But I don't have to talk to you about it anymore. And that's all I'm saying. That's it. I may have been loud about it.
You definitely was loud about it.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying, yo. Like, that's frustrating, yo. That's frustrating. We're black men. We're black men, and it's 4 of us talking about it, and 50% of us believe it's impossible, bro. What kind of future do we have?
No, when you ask for a solution, right? Well, my answer,
I said, what can we do to start creating one?
I just gave you my solution. If you don't put money in it, that shit ain't gonna work. It ain't worked yet.
We agreed on that, yo. We said you was right about that. But again, that's on a different level. If you start, and that's why Tony threw the narrative of if we start smaller, then money's not an issue at that point. At the beginning stages of a lot of these dudes' campaigns, it's not about money. They need the power first. The money ain't shit if you can have $50 million. And if you need 50 votes to make you popular and you can't get them 50 votes, that money don't mean shit. So what he was saying was we got to start small. Instead of worrying about the county executive, we got to start at the city council, and we got to start with the aldermen. And we got to, like he said, the smaller people, so that when they go up, they know we behind them, and that's the people you put the money into. Those ones.
That's exactly what I was saying.
I don't agree with that shit at all.
See, I know you don't. That's exactly what I was saying, though. But I know you don't, Prez.
And that's fine.
Your bid look good as shit, though, Prez. I'm jealous.
If you don't put no money up, I don't see nothing in this
world. Mikey, you keep saying money, bro, and what I'm saying.
I'm only speaking to what actually is happening.
Okay, hold up. Can I cut in for? Can I cut in for like? Can I cut in?
Yeah.
All right. So, all right, Prez. I don't agree with your money part at the lower level, right? But since you're so adamant about it, give me an example of the lower level where somebody put some money behind somebody and they did some different shit that they should have did.
Tony,
show me where the money. No. No, stop, Prez. No, that's the whole Prez. This is direct, straight up. Like this. No, if you adamant about the money part, like some shit will get done with the money. Show me some shit that would, or give me like something Tell me something. Like, don't just like throw it up there because that's how politics go. Like, we talking about right here in Annapolis. We ain't talking about, in Washington, D.C. Give me an example. Like, which one of them motherfuckers took some money and they ain't fixed the school, ain't fixed the plumbing or something, ain't fixed Clay Street? Like, what happened? Where'd you get that from? What do you base that on locally? What do you base your opinion on locally?
How long do people campaign?
See?
How long do people campaign? Campaigning don't start 6 weeks away from the campaign. That shit is all the time. These motherfuckers need money to survive, to keep their campaign going. They got to pay for everything they do. They got to pay people to go out here and do things. They pay their cabinet people. So money is everything. And I didn't make this world like this. Y'all act like y'all was just born. The money is everything. Everything you do. So listen, you can put them in office all you want.
I said, give me an example, Prez.
Will you stop?
That no, because you're not answering the question. You gonna keep going on, but you're not answering the question.
How you know
I'm not gonna stop because you're not answering the question, Prez.
How do you know I'm not answering your question? Because
you're not giving me an answer. You just give me a monologue. You're not giving me an answer.
This is how I answer questions.
Without giving no factual information. That's how you answer a question.
It's not fact.
You give me your opinion on something.
How do you know it's my opinion?
Because that's all it is. You're not based. Oh my God. Okay, Prez. I apologize. I'm sorry.
Yeah, thank you.
Go ahead,
I now accept your apology. All I'm telling you is that politicians need money. Everything they do is about money. They have to get money to get out here so you can actually see them to vote for them. You don't know nobody in politics that don't need money for stuff. They need it for everything. Why you think the first thing some of these people will do, you don't notice that some people will be out here politicking and then they dropping out of the office? You know why they dropped out? Because they can't afford to keep on swimming. This ain't something Mikey said. I seen this shit. I told you I was with Pastor Cheryl and she showed me who she was voting for. Even though I didn't vote for them people, she showed me shit that was going on. I seen it. I was living it. I was part of it. I hated it. Everybody will tell you everything that sounds enticing. Oh, I'm going to come in the hood. I'm going to fix this. I'm going to fix that. If we all were supplying money to their cabinet and there was something that they can't afford to lose, then shit will get done in our neighborhoods. They tell us that they're going to do shit. Our kids walking to school, right? They know this. We know this. The news know this. So why we got to vote for somebody to fix that? That shit should be fixed anyway. because that's part of their responsibility. Now, tell them bitches you got $50,000, you got $100,000, and it's if you're gonna take it away from their campaign, I bet you start hearing conversations about buses. Why you think all them other neighborhoods around here ain't walking to schools? Only hood motherfucking kids walking to schools from them far ass distances. They was talking about how dangerous it is to walk up Forest Drive from 20 for years. And motherfuckers still letting them kids walk up there. Your vote will count to get them in office. But in order for them to start looking out for you in your areas, you gotta have that bread. That's why Savannah Park, you just said it earlier. Savannah Park got all the $1 million people back there, millionaires putting up money. You saying what I'm saying.
I ain't say that.
I didn't, nope, you're not the only person on here.
Oh, I thought you was talking to us. I'm sorry.
Us. But you didn't say it, but somebody said it. It's 3 people on the screen.
I said it.
Exactly.
Ooh, yeah.
Why you think that shit happened?
That was alumni, though. Just for the record, that was alumni.
It's money. Yeah. Label it whatever you want. The alumni put up money.
The motherfucker who got $200 million from the motherfucking Major League Baseball.
They still can't do nothing if it don't go through the politics.
Okay.
They own you. All you're doing is proving my point. Money runs that shit. They can't just jump up and build a school. I can't just jump up and build a school without coming to the pot. They can't just jump up and build a motherfucking stadium without them going through something.
No,
it's all about the bread.
It's passion, Ashley. It ain't anger, it's passion, son. It's passion. That's all.
Hey, what happened to Ice, y'all?
Niggas having a discussion.
Anybody holler at him?
I don't know. No, I ain't talked to Ice. I talked to him earlier this week.
I just wanted to calm the mood real quick.
No, I'm good, yo. Like I said, yo, and
we all good.
Every time something get thick, we gotta change our mode up because certain people don't like it or not comfortable with it. This point called "Let Me Talk." That's what we do. If
we still talking.
People don't like it.
My bad. I like all of it. You know,
that's what I'm saying.
I'm Gucci.
The ones that don't like it or think it's too much is like the show called "Let Me Talk."
I just wanted to make it clear. You know what I mean? Chad,
what is your question?
I overreacted to his opinion, but that was my opinion. You know what I mean? Hey, listen, man, it is what it is, yo.
I just didn't think it was cool for you to tell him, and that's you can do whatever you want to do. But I just didn't think it was cool for you to tell him he couldn't be on the show because he didn't agree with what you were saying.
And you got so motherfucking aggressive, nigga. I thought you were talking to me.
Anymore, yo. I never said he couldn't be on the show. I said we don't need to talk anymore. If that's how you feel.
Yeah,
that's what I said. Because that's what I'm saying, Mikey. What are we talking about? We still didn't come up with a solution.
Hey, see, you did extend the olive branch to the brother, though, right?
I sent the link to him.
Okay, no, because you was aggressive. I thought you was talking to me. You was talking so fucking aggressive. I know you weren't talking to me, but I thought you was. That's how aggressive it was. But so you gotta give him something because, listen, just like Mikey said, it's his opinion. I understand he don't need to talk, but it's his opinion.
Cause that's the same thing I said about Kanye. Everybody, I was wrong.
It is his, see.
And I was wrong. The only thing I was saying was Kanye.
I agree with how you. I agree with it. I agree with everything you said. I think you was a little aggressive though, bro.
Any further. If that's how you feel, and maybe I shouldn't have said it all I did, but we don't need to talk about it anymore. If that's how you feel, don't let me do all of this and then say it ain't gonna work. What did you let me do all that for? I feel like you setting me up to punch me in the face. Come on, man. If we're gonna have a discussion about it, let's have a discussion. But that's not a discussion. That's talking to a ball.
I get it. No, I get it. It's just that I could tell, you had a little fire in your motherfucking stomach with that one.
One of the things that I don't do much of, is because of just what happened tonight. I don't discuss politics much. Because like I said, I know I ain't right about everything, but when I say something that I witnessed and I dealt with, I don't talk about it if I didn't experience it. So I don't really talk politics to people because people gonna have their own opinions on whatever they want and however they think it's gonna be. But one of the main reasons why I don't talk about it is because I don't talk about nothing really that I haven't dealt with in my life because I don't know much about that shit except for the stuff that I experienced when I was there, and stuff that I see. I pay attention to a lot of shit and everything they talk about when they talk. It goes back to the same thing. I seen so many people drop out of politics and people didn't know why. And then when you go look up deep into what they was doing, they didn't have the money. They didn't have the backing of the people. They could get the votes, but they didn't have the backing of the people. They couldn't even keep their campaigns going because it was because of money. Nothing in this country, everything in this country is built off money and fucking lies. So that's why I don't like to talk about politics. But if we talk about it, and I get rowdy like that, I'm not mad at you because you believe in something else. I don't even get offended that you believe in something else. I just talk aggressive about my shit.
Yeah, we know that.
You know, so it ain't serious yet. And this is actually for people that watch our show because 3 guys right here, we love each other dearly. So, but I'm not gonna sit here and act like just because I love him that I'm gonna let him say something about something that I don't believe in, or if me and C, I didn't check C because of I maybe I misinterpreted what he said. I thought he said that he can't be on the show.
That's not what I was saying. I'm gonna let you finish. I'm sorry. Then I'm gonna say everything.
But that's what I'm saying. That's the only reason why I said something. And that's why I was trying to clarify what was saying. But all that other shit you said, I ain't care damn about what you said about him like that. That's your truth. But the only thing I was saying was I thought you were saying that because he felt like that, he can get off the show. And that's why I was saying, no, don't tell him to leave the show because, you know, other people might want to hear him. Like I want to hear Tony say he want to hear, and, you know, a Texan could get misinterpreted. And that's why I was trying to figure out if Chad, I still don't know if Chad was talking about us linking up as black people ain't gonna work for us.
He said what he was talking about, and that's why I commented, what are we talking about? He said right here.
I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about.
Like, I can't see that kind of stuff. Y'all see, I guess. Yeah, I can't see that stuff.
That was afterwards, though. That was way after.
No, this is what he was clarifying, yo.
Yeah, but that was after all the yelling and screaming.
All right.
That was way after we was discussing.
I'm gonna just say this, yo, because it's obvious. Like y'all stuck on the yelling and screaming, so I'm gonna just leave it alone with that.
No, we're not stuck on that. I'm stuck on. I don't care about people yelling and screaming. I'm listening to the message. The message
was, and again, you keep going back to the money. I understand exactly what you're saying, which is why, again, before we do those things and make those decisions, we need to make an organized decision amongst us first. That's all I was saying, yo. I agree with you, Mikey. Yes, a politician needs money in order to campaign. And a lot of times people don't put money behind politicians because they don't trust them. But if you start at the level like Tony was saying, and you put somebody that you're willing to put money behind, then the further they go, then the further you go with them as far as the money you put behind them. I agree. We're not gonna affect change with Stuart Pittman and and Jessica Hare. We don't have the paper to do that. We don't have the bread to affect that change. That's agreed, bro. I agree with you 100% on that.
Let me ask you a question. Why are you doing that?
Let
me ask you this then. All right.
I want to say something. Y'all get a chance. Like whatever y'all want to put me in. Go ahead. My fault, Mike.
We got 100 black people, right? Speaking about our agenda, and you got 100 white people speaking about their agenda, right? And I'm not doing this as a race thing. Well, we're gonna just say we got 100 people from the hood over here, and then we got 100 people from the suburbs over here. Doesn't matter what color they are. the 100 people from the suburbs have a lesser problem going on with crime and all that stuff or whatever. But they putting money up. Now you got 100 people over here who's talking about stuff that's dealing with crime and everything in the city and everything. Who do you think they're going to respond to first? We come there the same day looking for our politician to help us. Who do you think are going to get the first response? The ones that have the money into your campaign, have the money into your candidacy, or these other people that can give you the same 100 votes? Who do you think is going to get chose first?
Nine times out of 10, the people with the money gonna get chosen first. As again, I agree 100%. I agree 100%. But 9 times out of 10, those people are not going to put that money up unless they all come to an organized decision and put that money up. The only way race becomes a factor is if both groups got the same amount of bread. And you make your decision. Which again goes back to what I was saying. It starts with us. It starts with us. We can't keep telling ourselves we got to be the change we want to see and then don't change. Like that's like I said, yo, like it's the power of words, yo. Like we have to motivate and we have to come up with a mindset for all of us and a group of people, and we got to find like-minded people. And the people that's not like-minded, then don't worry about it. But the people that want the same thing gonna come together. Yo, we can come together to do anything we want. Anything. And it's proven. Why can't we do that with a politician? And have the Mikey, I understand, yo, and I already know what you already say. And that's what I mean about it's no need to have this conversation anymore. Because it's gonna end up, we're gonna keep coming to the same conclusion. Now, Tony, go ahead. What you was ready to say, Tony? Because you said you wanted to say something.
Oh. My only point I was trying to make to the prayers is that we understand everything C just said, really. You know what I'm saying? Everything he just said, really. But I really believe that change can be effective in Annapolis in particular, and Anne Arundel County in general, if it was a organized front. You know what I'm saying? Like, not without like, listen, you got to put money behind people because it takes money to build anything. You know, you need money, so that's clear. But your money got to be not like a bribe. Your money is support of a person that you trust. Not like you kicking some backhandy 30,000 to a motherfucker who just gonna go pay his fucking kid tuition at Gilman for next year. No, fuck that money. I'm talking about the money that get the person in the seat. You know what I'm saying? That person that you trust. And just like, I don't know, people like political aspirations, all that kind of stuff. But let me like give you an example. Like Darius Stanton, right? I trust him. I don't know who don't. I don't really care who doesn't, right? You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, everybody, you know, I trust him. I believe that brother right there has a platform to run for an office in Annapolis in particular, and Anne Arundel County, and win, and really push the agenda that people in Anne Arundel County and Annapolis want to get pushed. But I never seen him like running for nothing, but I think he could do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, if he ran for something, I would vote for him. You know, I would support his candidacy for an office, like for something, like, because that's somebody I trust. You know, I trust him. You know, we grew up, so I trust him. He is never wavering in how his position always been. He always been the same person. Whether you agree with him or not, he always been the same brother. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, like, somebody like him, we don't need to bribe him. You don't need no side money to give to him to, you know, for him to push nobody's agenda. Like I'm saying, like, you know, but if he ran for like aldermen, then move up, you don't need to bribe that brother. So I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. Like, all the time, I know the money is a big factor. You know, later on down the line. But when you're trying to get stuff, you don't need that. You don't need money for honest people. You don't need money for honest. And everybody that get in politics is not dishonest, Mikey. I mean, it's a lot of dishonesty in politics, but everybody that get into politics is not dishonest.
Yo, listen, yo, and like, yo, and that's what I mean, yo. Like, if we have an understanding, we understand that whatever person we back, we're gonna have to be willing to put up money to get that person where they gotta go.
Right. But I agree.
But if we got 100 people together, and 30 people feel like this, and 22 people feel like that, and everybody else feel this way, then it's not gonna work. So then what we have to do is say, okay, who wants this, this, and this? If you want this, this, and this, gonna stand over here. If you're looking for this, this, or this, gonna stand. You see what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna have to figure it out like that, yo. Like, I mean, it sound elementary as a motherfucker.
No, it don't.
But what I'm saying is that's how it starts, yo. That's where the grassroots activism means roots, home, means the people there. That's who does it, yo. And I'm gonna give a perfect example. Carl Snowden. He started with the grassroots shit, yo. The people backed him. And I'm sure once the people backed him and trusted him in office, they gave money. So yeah, it can happen. It can happen.
And he still stayed with the grassroots.
You see what I'm saying? It can happen. We just have to find that person we believe in after we all figure out what we want and need.
Right.
What we, like Tony said, what we need our local government to do first. We can't worry about what the federal government gonna do for us. We got to start with the people that control the shit on the streets that we live on.
Mm-hmm.
Like he said, which is like, again, that's why I said, yo, like it can start somewhere. It can happen. It might take a long ass time, but it can happen, and it can start with us, and it will be money involved. I agree with what you're saying, yo. I do. 100%. No, it's not. No, like they say, I guess a good would be faith without works type of deal. I guess that would be the phrase for it. You know what I mean? You can't put the belief in something and don't put the work behind it. That's how we would have to look at it. But at the same time, it would start with us finding everybody would have to be on the same page. All right, when it's time for a campaign, you got to commit this much. If you can't do that, then okay, like, but you give then if you can't give a certain limit, then you give what you can. And we work out everything else. That's when we start having the fish fries. That's when we start having the fundraisers. That's when we start having the parties and the discos and getting the money to push that person. So yeah, yo, it's right how you. That's why I said I agree with what you saying, and I agree with what Tony was saying too in the beginning, because it is gonna take that, but we can do that, and that's how we control the power. Not just through the money, but also through the pushing and you know what I mean?
I still don't believe that shit.
This nigga prayer.
So you don't believe we can do it, or you don't believe it could happen?
Good question.
I don't believe that any politician that you're not financially supporting is going to step and help out. We've been voting for many years.
You just don't answer questions.
My parents and people been united for decades. When everybody down 20 used to vote and go out, the politicians used to come to your house and all that shit. I'm bitches get in office. Next thing I know, I hear my mother and them like that. Sorry, motherfucker, I ain't do nothing. I done heard it over the years. I don't believe that shit. I don't believe that shit. The only thing I ever thought that could fix the hood was niggas that's in the hood. Anything that we need right here, We could do it. If we got together and
or
fixed it ourselves, like when
black men and women that's from the hood. That was my point.
When the Black Panthers organized shit and made everything straight for us, and then you see what happened when we started taking care of our own. You see what happened. Only thing gonna happen to us
when we ever did that
with the Black Panthers.
No. They was in Oakland. When somebody down by was 20 riding with the East, but when we ever did that?
Did what?
What you just said?
What?
You said it, nigga. What you just said?
I said a lot of shit.
No, I'm talking about just now about the Black Panther movement, about that part, that aspect of the question, that aspect. What you just said? When the Black Panthers did what?
United and started feeding their own people.
Mm-hmm.
And their own people. And look what happened to them.
No, you said no. It was more to what you just said than that.
Yeah, that's what I don't know what you want.
What I'm saying is like, no, my point is
a whole bunch of shit.
No, my point is that in Anne Arundel County or in Annapolis in particular, we ain't never started doing that. We ain't ever listen. Cause I lived there, I grew up there.
In every neighborhood.
Oh, I grew up there. Listen, I'm not speaking from I'm not speaking like third party now. I grew up there. That's why I know. You know what I'm saying? I grew up there. It wasn't none of that. You know, like you might have ate from your neighbor across the street or something, but no, it wasn't none of that. Let's be real. It wasn't none of that.
What are you talking about?
What you just said, what the Panthers is doing in Oakland, never happened in Anne Arundel County. You act like, it was like, you joining the two up, like you correlating them like that's not, we never did no shit like that.
When I was down 20, that shit was happening. We was a village. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. When I was down 20, you could knock on your neighbor's door and get fed.
I just said that. No, Panthers wasn't doing that. Panthers having breakfast for kids. Make sure the kids ate. Every kid in the neighborhood ate before the not because you was cool with the neighbor across the street.
We had a rec center down 20 that fed people.
So, all right. Now, listen. If you relate that to what the Panthers did, man, you is tripping, Capri.
You always trying to say some ill shit about something. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. It might not be on the same.
So now I'm saying some ill shit.
Yeah, that's how I feel about it.
Ain't that a bitch?
Because I don't even know what the point you're trying to make. You saying that because people down 20 looked out for each other and it wasn't. No,
I'm not just saying 20.
It's the same shit. Looking out for people.
Maybe you misunderstood. I'm not just saying 20.
I don't know what the fuck you trying to get. You said you trying to come off of what I said, but you ain't telling me what I said that triggered your response. So I'm lost. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Honestly, I don't know what you're talking about because you said you just said it. But I said a whole bunch of shit. So you lost me. Tell me what I said, and then I can.
You related the Panthers.
Yeah.
School project, tutoring programs, breakfast project, food pantry. You related all of that to what people was like, basically like that's how you grew. Like that shit was around when you grew up.
It was.
Where? Where?
Down 20, where I grew up. Where the fuck you
where?
I ain't going nowhere else.
Where was it? Hold up. Where was it a breakfast all right. Where was it a breakfast program when you was in elementary school? Huh?
Under Maurice Brown house. Maurice and them lived on the top, and down the bottom, we went down there and ate. We had rec down 20, we went down there and ate. Right now, if you go down 20, they got they hand out food. They got a food pantry. They got an after school program down there right now. They've been doing that shit down 20 forever. I never lived in another.
I'm not talking about none of that shit you talking about, Prez. You going on another way. I'm talking about the shit like that kind of movement back then. There. Let's Prez. I don't know. Listen, I'm not gonna call you call you up. I don't know. Like, listen. What I know for sure is I lived at A17B Bessie Court from motherfucking 74 to 1984, and I ain't seen none of that shit you talking about.
That was 11
That's
years.
all I'm gonna say.
I lived down 20.
I know I did at the same time. That's what I'm saying. Like I was saying, when I was in elementary school,
years old from 73.
I ain't see none of that. I was in elementary school. I ain't see none of that. I'm saying maybe motherfucker, maybe I just wasn't. I ain't see none of that.
There's no maybe. That it happened. So you said maybe you didn't see it.
No, not maybe I didn't see it. I didn't see it.
Right. That's what
I didn't see it.
It did happen.
I ain't saying it didn't happen. I said I didn't see it.
We in the summer we had camps and stuff. We ate at the Rex and stuff. You could go get the Rex. We had a library bus that used to come down there and just park, and you can get on the library bus and just get on the bus and take books off. All that shit. I don't know.
Right. None of that has anything to do with the neighborhood pouring into each other. Is what I was talking about. All that came from outside entities. The Rec was run by Rex and Parks, and the library bus came from Anne Arundel County Public School System. We were talking about the neighborhood itself, what they did. That was the point. The neighborhood itself, like the programs that they set up in different neighborhoods inside of Oakland. That was my point. And that's all I was saying, Prez. We good. Y'all can.
Miss Liza May and all them had stuff. My mother and all of them was on committees. If you go down 20 right now and in Rita's office, they got a big ass picture of all of the women and people that was doing stuff. Like our neighborhood was a village. I don't know what. All I'm doing is telling you what I experienced in my life.
And I'm telling you what I did.
Yeah,
that's why it's a difference of opinion.
That shit ain't true.
That don't mean my shit ain't true.
Yeah, your shit ain't true if you saying it wasn't happening. If you saying it wasn't happening,
see, that's the point, Mike. That's the point. I said I never seen it, and I lived down there I grew up down there next to Jermaine them. Mm-hmm. I grew up right there, 817B Bessie Court, right there. I never seen it. I'm saying I never seen it. That's all I was saying. I never seen it.
I lived it.
I wish somebody like Pat Poose was on this motherfucker, because I know he ain't see it neither. Because we live back, we play together every day. He ain't see that shit neither.
I don't
Slocum. No, that shit ain't happening back 20. It might be for y'all dudes that live in front 20. Because that shit ain't happening back 20. You know what I'm saying? There might be some motherfuckers who live in front 20. That shit ain't happening back 20.
We went on field trips and everything all the time. We went drown proofing down 20. We went on field trips all the time. We learned how to do the Ghent and all that stuff in Kent.
I love you, Prez.
Everybody did all that. We did all that shit.
And in town too. We went to Old Bray Court. We did the same thing over there.
Yeah, we did all that shit everywhere. They took us everywhere.
All that shit sponsored by Rex and Parks.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah. When I went, it was
yeah. No, all is sponsored by Rex and Parks.
I understand. What I'm saying is, not even with that aspect, but with the aspect of how
get close to the mic. See
the results and the things we want to see in our community, as far as politics, starts at the grassroots level. Well,
I agree.
It's better that it does, because then, like you said, we can grow. Why not grow a politician? Why can't you do that? Like you just said, every other community does it. Every other race does it.
I ain't say that shit.
No, I mean,
hold on, girl.
I did not say that. They didn't grow them. They paid them motherfuckers.
Well, okay. They paid them. Yeah. You're right. My fault. Let me take all of that back. I'm going to say this.
No, just the part where you say, I say they paid them. They didn't grow them people.
They paid them. Okay.
Yeah. Ask a politician. Next time you ask a politician, ask him. Watch what he tell you.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, that's all agreed. So at what point, what do we start with them? Because I keep hearing what you're saying, that they need money in order to campaign, in order to function. I get it. So what level do we start at? Because the levels that we're talking about, these people can't afford to pay the county executive. They can't afford to send money to him. They can't afford to send money to anybody above
who can
level. the people in the communities that we talking about. We're talking about our communities. We're talking
the
about
black community. The black community, actually spends more money than anybody else in the fucking country. Damn near. The black community buy more goddamn Jordans and unnecessary shit.
I agree.
You might do this. Tell everybody don't buy a bag of weed and put that shit up on a politician. You got enough motherfucking money to pay the whole goddamn thing off with not drinking and not smoking.
I agree with what you're saying.
You spend money.
I'm not debating. It's not a debate.
Don't be calling out us weed smokers, Prez. Fuck wrong with you. Don't be calling us weed smokers out, yo.
I said drink. I drink. I drink.
What I'm saying is this.
I know what you're saying. You've been saying it. I hear you. I hear you loud and clear. I know exactly what you're saying.
Stop playing with me.
You asked me the question, and the question is, where do we start? It always gonna start with us having to unite. We already established that. We got to come together and have agendas. The only way to get our agendas across is we have to put money in somebody's pocket. The world they don't give a fuck about none of that shit. They don't give a fuck about these hoods. I don't have to tell you. If they gave a fuck about the hoods, we wouldn't be battling what we battling. We don't need to tell them that there's crime here. They see the crime. They avoid the crime. Why you think don't no politicians live in our hoods? They don't want to be here.
And we the same ones that tell our kids not to be police officers.
Everybody don't tell their kids that shit.
Not me.
I ain't done with
I'm not saying everybody, yo. I'm just saying we part of it.
Part of the culture.
When we say fuck the police, when we treat the police like the enemy, and we tell our kids, or we tell our kids that doing your civic duty is snitching.
The police is our enemy.
See,
because we don't have any of us in there. Because we stop ourselves. We stop ourselves. How many people from 20 is police officers in Annapolis?
How many
Gardens?
It's a lot of people that are police officers that the police. These police it's police officers that's telling on the police right now and going into hiding. The police officers are killing motherfucking people, families.
In Annapolis? In Annapolis?
The world.
They doing that in Annapolis?
I'm not talking about the world, bro. I'm talking about Annapolis. I'm talking about Annapolis.
They doing that shit around the county?
Listen to what I'm saying.
It's happening everywhere.
Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. Like we all, okay, I'm going to ask this question. I'm not going to say we all agree because we might not all agree to this. We believe that we can take care. Do we believe that taking care of our neighborhood starts with the people that live in the neighborhood?
Damn right.
Okay. Now, can we agree that some of us have developed a don't talk to or deal with the police attitude? Regardless of why, but can we agree that has happened?
Yeah.
Now, would you trust a kid that grew up in the neighborhood with you to come back as a police officer?
No.
Why not?
Because they all stand. If he stands for what their code of silence and everything is, and he's standing there and watch another police officer commit a crime and don't report it, he's not a good police officer. I have family members that are police officers. If my family member, which is my blood cousin, my first cousins, 2 of them, if they stand for the code that they stand for, fuck no. If you actually see a person commit a crime, a criminal is different from somebody who says that they took an oath to uphold the law. So you take an oath to say, Mike Somerville, is going to be a police officer and I'm going to uphold the law. If I watch you as another police officer beat Tony ass and don't say nothing, I'm a piece of shit just like you. Because my job is to stop you. So fuck no. Just because you come from the hood don't mean shit. Just because you're a politician from the hood don't mean shit. Some of the names that's mentioned, I don't trust them motherfuckers. I seen them in action. But just because you didn't, you could say you trust them, but I seen the motherfucker. That motherfucker, everybody say they trust. I seen you do criminal shit. And see, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. But what I'm saying is,
I hear what you're saying.
If we already got it in our mind that the kid's not gonna come back and be a good cop, then yeah, we fucked. That's what I'm saying. Like, listen to what I'm saying. Let me finish the whole thing. If we promote certain things, we know that it can work. So if we're promoting that we're taking care of our neighborhood and we're telling, like, when you have a police officer that grew up in a certain neighborhood, they have a different approach. Some do. I'm not going to say all. Some police officers, all police officers that go and grow up in the hood don't go back to the hood and fuck the hood up, yo. Like, I'm not even going to sit here and live on that lie. Every police officer that grow up in the hood don't go back and fuck up the hood, yo. Like, that's ridiculous to even say. What I'm saying is this: the mindset that we have about fuck the police, if we don't have our own people to police we can't complain about crime and then say fuck the police when they show up to stop crime. We can't. And that's what we do. That's what we do. The police show up to fight the crime that we complain about 9 times out of 10. And while they doing it, they filming them and calling them assholes and saying, fuck the police. And then they turn around and get pissed off when that same person that was getting arrested for doing dumb shit is fucking the neighborhood up. We can't have it both ways, yo. We got to pick which side of the fence we want to be on. If we want to be on the side of the fence that protects our neighborhoods, then we teach our kids it's okay to be a police officer or a politician and come back and fight for your neighborhood. And what I was saying about the other politicians was he started at a grassroots level, and he had the people backing him as well as putting money up. So that's all I was saying as far as that. No, all politicians can't be trusted. No, all police officers can't be trusted. And they never will be if we don't start controlling the narrative. And we start controlling the narrative with the youngins, yo. And this is the thing that I don't get. That's the part I'm trying to say. Now, if that's not feasible to you, then I get it.
Let me say that the thing that I'm talking, listen, no one just walks outside and see a police locking a criminal up and say, oh, fuck you, police officer.
Not all the time. I'm not saying that. I didn't say that.
All right, I'll let you finish. Let me finish. Now, the reason why people recording them is because they're just not locking you up. They whipping your ass. Sometimes they locking you up for some bullshit. So yeah, they're supposed to be recorded and they're supposed to be said something to them. Don't nobody just see a motherfucker that just shot 12 people in the hood. Don't nobody just walk out there and see the police locking them up like, oh, that's fucked up, we locking them up. Hell nah. That nigga
we turn around and buy free him shirts.
Huh?
We turn around and buy free him shirts.
Who is we?
And push we as a people.
No, we don't. No, when everybody not considered. There's a difference between black people and niggas. Niggas do nigga shit, and black people do black people shit. You ain't never see me with a shirt on that say "free no motherfucking body that kills somebody."
I didn't say you.
You said we.
I said we as a people.
You can't say we as a people because I'm black.
I'm black.
Hold on, Mikey. How is it all right for you to say we and he can't say we?
What can I say we on?
Every goddamn thing.
What?
Everything tonight, bro.
I never
everything tonight. You don't say we. You say we can't do this. We not gonna do that. This not gonna pop.
You ain't hear me. Give me an example of when I said that.
All right, Prez.
No, give me an example because I'm real careful with my words. I don't speak for you. I speak for me. Every time I say something, I say the reason why I don't talk about politics is because I talk about what I experienced, what I live. I never say we because we are not agreeing on a goddamn thing tonight. So why would I say we?
No, when I said we, I don't mean me, you, and C. When you said we, meaning you and some other motherfucking people. Like other people that might have, had that come from your position.
I was talking about what we experienced, us, not y'all. I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. Like, All night long, Tony, I'm gonna be real with you. All night long, you've been saying some shit that I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Because you keep saying little shit that don't have to me, it ain't registering to me. It don't make no fucking sense to even why you even said it. Like I'm not catching on to it. Like
I can believe that.
Because it's not registering because it's to me it's just nonsense.
Yeah, I can believe that.
Like what you just said, I said we. He said I'm addressing what he said about the police as we wear these shirts. No, we don't all agree with that. So don't say we because I don't do that shit. But the stuff that I was talking about was something that we did. Not as a fucking, I'm talking about the whole black community. I'm talking about the people that was doing it, that actually did the action. You never see me doing certain shit. So no, I am a very pro-black, right? But I am not anti nothing else. Like I don't dislike white people. I dislike the shit that's going on in the world. So I don't speak for what we do because I don't kill people. Like I don't talk about that shit like that. Rappers do shit. I don't agree with everything they say. I don't agree with a lot of shit that people do or say. I don't even agree with a lot of actions that people do because they say one thing and then they do something else. I do me. So I don't want to be put in the category of the whole fucking black community because the black community fucked up too. It's a lot of people in there that's fucked up, that's doing dumb shit. I think it's stupid to see your motherfucking best friend that you done spent the night over their house, then ate with, a bitch go out here and shoot you in the head and you standing right next to him and you don't tell. They put a motherfucker on 20 that got shot and he told the police who shot him. Everybody say he a snitch. How he a snitch? He told on the motherfucker that shot him. He didn't do nothing to make that man shot him. I'm 49 years old. What the fuck I look like following a street code and I don't even be in the streets. You shoot somebody in front of me, I'm going to tell on your bitch ass.
That's why I love you, yo.
I'm going to tell on their bitch ass. I'm not going to say
I agree, but I love you.
A motherfucker get robbed right in front of your house, right? Mm-hmm. And they don't tell on him. And then next thing you know, he come rob you. You leave the same motherfucker that was out there killing everybody was out there, had 10, 11 kids at the ice cream truck, feeding them, buying them ice creams and shit. This motherfucker got all types of blood on his hand, and all these thugged out ass niggas who swear they gangster sitting there watching this nigga. Oh, that's him right there. Y'all ain't do nothing to him. Y'all gangsters just like he's supposed to be a gangster, but he's showing his gangster. Now this nigga out here feeding kids ice cream. Fuck that.
So what they supposed to do, Press?
Tell on his bitch ass. You saw it. Get him on the street.
No, I just can't clear about what you said. Y'all ain't do nothing. You said y'all ain't do nothing to him.
When we was young, we hunted niggas down. When people did something to us when we was young, we went and defended our neighborhood.
Okay, so that don't mean tell on them when you say y'all ain't do nothing to him. That don't mean that what you just said.
What? Say that again.
I misunderstood what you said. You said niggas to say, like, I don't know if it's a pointed nigga whoever, but you said, niggas at the ice cream truck, 10, 11 kids, niggas standing around like that's him right there, but y'all ain't do nothing to him. Yeah. To me, that means y'all still let this nigga walk around breathing. Not free, but breathing. That's what I was just trying to get some clarity on.
Yeah, no, they ain't do nothing. They ain't tell on them. They ain't run them out their neighborhood. They ain't get them back for the people that's your man. What did you do? You let him stay free. Now he out there giving y'all kids ice cream. Buy ice cream off the ice cream truck.
Okay, so I won't say we no more. I'll say our people.
No, you can say whatever you want. But if you address me in it, I'm going to address the fact that that's not me.
That's why I'm saying, like, I'm not saying, when I'm saying we, I'm not addressing you. Like, I'm not even addressing me or Tony when I say we. I just say we because I'm black and it's black shit and it's black problems. But I get what you're saying. So, but again, to what you just said, to add to that, we have people in our community, from our community, who don't have the mindset of pushing positive, whatever, whether it's getting out of the neighborhood and being successful. You have very few that do that. So but we have those same people can be organized to do things like Because I know, like, people, we can organize people when it comes to sports. We can organize people when it comes to anything. Why can't we organize politically? What is the issue with that?
You just said we can organize people to come to sports. We can organize people to come to anything. But then you said, why can't we do it with politics?
Why can't we?
You can't get people to do everything. Some people don't. You said some people don't have the mindset. You can't convince other people. People gotta want to do. You can't convince a motherfucker. They gotta want to do it. If they don't want to do it, if that's not them, you got motherfuckers that'll sit there and watch everybody in their building will have a motherfucker will have a leak in their building. Instead of them, everybody reporting a leak, the motherfuckers that's in their house getting high or wilding the fuck out or got extra people standing in their house, they not gonna come outside with you. People gotta want to do. And that's the biggest, that's our, when it comes to our community, everybody don't stand on the same page. Like I said, some of the people that people say they trust and that will make good politicians, I seen the motherfucker do shiesty shit.
You taking shots, Mike?
Yeah.
All right. I mean, at least the skies are a little better.
Nah, I don't
it
do
is
it.
Like, you know.
I just won't say his name.
You did. I'm the only motherfucker pushed somebody tonight. You did say his name.
I want everybody to hear me, but I didn't say his name.
You did, Press.
I didn't say his name.
That's called lying by omission, what you just did.
Ain't nothing lying about it. It's all facts.
No, all right, Press.
Again,
who's lying about it?
I ain't say you was lying, Press. But
what I'm saying is, I didn't say his name. But I want people to know that we're talking about the same person.
Right. I get it. I
will say his name because I have no problem.
I understand completely what you're saying. I get it. And again, that person had to start somewhere at the beginning. You know what I mean? And that's all I was trying to. Hold on, because we got a few minutes left. Again, because I sent them a link and I did hit him up.
That's the dude?
Yeah, he probably don't want to call me. He probably like, nigga, fuck you, I ain't fucking calling you.
Is he still on there?
Huh?
Is he still on it? Can't see who looking at the thing or something?
Chad Price.
Yeah. No, I just hit him, but I'll holler at him, yo. But we gotta be able to talk about this shit, yo. And ultimately, if we can't come to a conclusion as a group of people, then we not gonna see nothing happen. You absolutely right. Nothing will work. Nothing's gonna work. Nothing's gonna be cool. Nothing's gonna be, you know what I mean? Nothing's gonna be solved. I get it. But I also feel like we can. I feel like we could make it happen. I feel like we are people are strong enough that we could do it. You know
I believe that too.
And that's what it comes down to at the end of the day.
That's why I vote.
And especially especially at the lower level.
That's the only level I really vote at. I vote.
That's where we're gonna see, and that's like you said, that's where we're gonna see the change. But it's a lot of things, you know. Like I said, man, at the end of the day, we got to be able to have a group that's willing to do that. And until we do that, then we're going to continue to see the bullshit from the politicians that's happening. And like the bullshit that happened with the man sign getting defaced today.
Hey, let me ask y'all something, right? I don't know how much longer we'll say. I want to express something from the podcast that I missed 2 weeks ago. Or last week. When I seen Prez, you gave me Prez?
Yes.
All right. I seen you post something that say, I forgot the brother name, but you was like, he pushed me back into getting into mentoring, right?
C.
Was it C. Johnson? Okay, whoever might have been, right? I want to know what he said that sparked that right there.
Because when we was on that podcast, me personally, I'm not ashamed to say I lost all my ambition and everything to want to help the youth because their parents was disrespectful. I felt in my heart that I wasn't helping kids anymore because the kids was being manipulative. They would be good around me, but not when I was around. I mean, when I wasn't around, they would go back to their same behavior. Some of our kids was killing people. They were stealing, but he was talking about how he feels his own personal experiences while he's out there coaching and everything. So I wasn't going to coach. Normally what I do is I donate money to a kid that can't afford to play. I done paid for kids to play, help them out, whatever, and stay behind the scenes with it. I would do it with the coaches. So when the stuff that he was saying, it motivated me to start. And then Daryl called.
That was my question. Like, what was he saying?
He was just saying his experiences as being a coach and out there helping these kids is a stronger bond with the kids, and the love of what he does is stronger than the negativity that the parents and stuff give. And all the stuff.
Meaning, like, what you mean, like the stuff he does?
Like helping the kids, like they whole team got new jerseys and shit. They parents pay for it. They got bags and stuff that they carry. C goes to the school because like today a situation happened. He had to go to the middle school with the kid to find out what was going on with the kid and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So he does a lot more because of his. This is what he was saying because of his time that he have. He had time from school. I work from 6 to 3:30, 4 o'clock. Sometimes I get off 5, 6 o'clock. I don't have time to be going to nobody's school. But see, he has time in his life where he does things like that, and that's what he was saying. That
okay. No, I was just getting an example. I know he do a lot. No, I was just asking. Like, maybe I missed it. I remember I was asleep. I was just wondering what he said to spark you.
That's what he said, but that's only a part of it. Expressing the love and everything that he had. I had that feeling before, and that's why. If you think about this, I stopped being an electrician and went to be a mentor, and I was making way less money. But I never felt more complete in my whole life, and the whole time I was being a mentor, it was actually breaking me. And I wasn't making no strides financially, but my soul and my spirit and my character, the character of who Mike Somerville really is, it showed when I was mentoring. And it's actually back out to me as I'm coaching again. It's coming back out to me of that's what I was here for. I'm not just an electrician. I'm not just a person that I'm a human being, and I got a heart, and I love working with kids. And I realize it when I'm with kids. When I'm with adults, I don't like adults that much. I like being because kids, because kids are genuine.
All right, so listen. So my thing was this, right? And see.
Yeah, I'm listening.
You listening?
Yeah.
No, what I'm saying is, I missed the when the podcast, when y'all was on the podcast, right? Yeah. But it doesn't seem to me, right? Even from listening to you, that's why I let you just finish. I ain't cut you off, Fred. You know I overtalk people. I ain't overtalk you. I let you go, right? But to me, besides, I said the same exact thing to you a week before, and you said you ain't had time for that shit.
Time for what?
What you said you got time for now? What you say he said to spark you? The exact week before, I said the exact same stuff to you.
That is not what you said. I just told you I do not.
No, play it back. No, play it back. Y'all can look at it. That's the exact same stuff.
You did not. I addressed your saying that you said about what I do besides coaching.
No, I said coaching go beyond the field. I said when you're trusted with young minds, then you are charged. When you're charged with young minds, then you're responsible for that. You say, man, I gotta go home. I ain't got no time for that when I get off practice. I gotta go home. I got my own life.
But
them are some exact words.
I still don't. What are you talking about?
So what you talking about?
But nah, Tony. But nah,
you told you you've been saying a lot of shit tonight.
No, what you talking about?
No fucking sense.
We addressed it. Now he addressed it, but he did say it's not like if the kids need him, he wouldn't be there.
No, I get that. No,
what
listen.
You saying again, don't
I know of a little boy called Prez right now on his phone on the side, on some Mersey stuff. I know he'll go do what he need to do. I know who he is, right?
And
but I'm just saying, like,
you're on the field though.
No, right. No, I'm just saying I know who Mikey is. I ain't, no, I know who he is as a man. So I'm, we fine with that. But I swear for goodness, right? Like, listen.
That ain't what you said.
Go back and look at the podcast. Go back and look at the podcast.
I don't have
man, you talk outside of this, Prez. So look at Prez. I just said that when you're in charge with young minds, I said that's what you do, Mikey. I said that's what you do. Like you fuck with them. You was like, yeah, but the parents this, and I ain't got time for the fucking kids, and the parents don't do this. And I'm like, no, but I'm talking about.
I never said I ain't got time for the kids.
No, you ain't. Listen, what you said was I don't got time for nothing after practice. I go there for practice for an hour and a half or whatever. Then I got my own family to attend to. That's what you said.
Every time you come on this podcast, you see me eating.
Nigga, you eat. Okay,
I only ate because I just left the football field. This is my life now. If somebody has something going on right now, I'm not going to pick the phone up for them right now. This is what I'm doing.
Oh, okay. Oh, my fault. I apologize then. Your position's still the same. When I seen you post something like it seemed like your position had changed. That's why I asked the question.
No, my position.
It seemed like your position had changed. That's why I asked the question. My bad. If your position is the same, my bad, bro.
Yeah, I still feel I don't have. I am going to live my life too.
No, are you going back to mentoring?
No, I'm a football coach. I mentor while I'm coaching.
Okay.
I mentor while I'm coaching.
Okay.
I even try to mentor the coaches. See how we yelling and back and forth right here? I try to get the coaches to stop doing that shit on the field. All kids don't respond to yelling and screaming all the fucking time. When we was in the mentoring program, we stopped yelling and screaming at the kids because they got enough of it at home.
Damn right they do.
So how we gonna counter something and then send them back to the situation? Then when they come, they go home to their parents fussing all the time. They get in the classroom with the teachers fussing all the time. Then they come to a mentoring program and get fussed at and yelled at all the time. We stopped doing that shit. What we did was we made them pay for what they did.
Accountability, you mean?
Damn right.
Yeah. That's how you raise young men.
I'm not gonna. I don't do a lot of shit the way people do things. I do things my way, and I say things my way. I don't go back on what the fuck I say or do. I wouldn't have said it. I am not going to stop the podcast or stop going to doing my things for other people.
No. I'm clear. No, Prez. That's why I said it was a question. Yeah. Because I wasn't on the podcast. I don't even know if I could go back and look. I never did no stuff like that. Like go back and look at an old podcast or nothing, right? I just seen, you remember I was asleep last week. I mean a couple weeks ago. And I seen that you said like something. I was like, damn, I wonder what he said. Because I thought that meant you was going back to the whole, like what you used to do.
Yeah. That's what I thought. Was before you.
That's why I asked the question.
His show was way before yours, the one you was on.
Nah, I'm not checked out, yo. I keep looking at the memory on my computer.
His show, the show that he did and said that.
Oh, what y'all? No, I'm saying, didn't like last week or something? You had a post that said,
yeah, but his show was before you.
Oh, I didn't know that. No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't know that. I thought that was the show that I missed.
Nah,
I thought that was the show that's why I asked the question.
His show was way before you.
Okay, that's why I asked the question.
I wasn't even coaching. I wasn't even coaching when his show was on. I got back into coaching because they asked me to come out there, and then I told them I wasn't. I don't got time for that shit. But I did. I made some time in my life for it. But it's the times that I told you later when we talked.
Oh no, I'm clear now. Your position ain't changed. You clarified it for me. I'm cool. I didn't know you was smart. You know, you was like it was like you was just having a memory. You know what I'm saying?
No, because I like a lot of shit that I see him doing. So
he do a lot of good shit.
So I just try to give him his flowers.
He do a lot of good shit.
I appreciate what he does.
I would put my son with him. I would put my son underneath of him. No, he do a lot of. I would put my son underneath of him. Yeah, he do a lot of good shit.
Listen, right? Because I think I threw the energy off for the night a little bit.
You didn't. This show called "Let Me Talk."
You know what I mean? But nah, like because one thing I always try to do, yo, is remain objective, no matter what we discuss. And today, I let my opinion outweigh objectivity.
I don't see that.
You know what I mean? But I did not say that he shouldn't be on the show.
That's the only thing I addressed.
I didn't say that. I basically was saying if we're gonna continue to have these opposing beliefs, then there's no need for us to talk about it anymore. Yeah. That's what I was saying. Yeah. But again, because of the way I did it, that message didn't get across. And again, Chad, no disrespect to him at all.
Man, Chad, all right, he
already know what it is.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna holler at him when I see him. I love y'all. You know what I mean? We just can't talk about no more fucking politics. No, I'm just bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm just bullshit. Man, listen, man, like, again, anybody that watched it and think niggas was arguing or beefing or whatever, that's not the case, yo.
Never the case.
We never have we have these things
never the case
every once in a while where shit boil over a little bit. You know what I mean? But other than that, I love y'all.
Love y'all too.
I love y'all too. And
y'all, thank y'all for joining us.
Hey, Prez, that bed look good as shit, yo. Come to the camera. Let me see. Let me see, yo. Yeah, come to the camera. Let me see. That bitch look good, baby. She look good.
Platinum in it.
Look, see, you don't know what you want to do with yours, yo. Sometimes you don't shape that motherfucker up for 3 months. See, stop playing.
Who, me?
I'll be right. Yeah.
Nah, it's just when you catch me on here, my shit don't be.
No, you should be tight. No, you should be tight. No, you should be tight. Top and bottom.
Look at Tiara keep talking about we don't have no good questions for sister checking in. The sisters don't be checking in.
Yeah, man, and we ain't checking for y'all tonight.
We ain't even doing that.
Yeah, sisters don't.
I posted the sister check-in for 2 months.
Everybody was inboxing me. Make sure you hit me up. I hit them up the day before. Like, you gonna still come on the show? Man, we ain't had nobody on that.
Mm-hmm.
Like the WNBA.
Oh, this nigga tripping.
That's a little.
That's a low. God damn. You went for the juggler on that one.
Hey, I got to switch the energy on these motherfuckers now.
God damn.
Hey, look,
the mascot on the NBA mascot make more money than the WNBA players.
Hey, listen, we'll talk about that.
That's fucked up.
We're gonna talk about that on the next sisters check-in.
They ain't checking in. We be talking about some other shit.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about relationships next week.
We're gonna talk about something. I don't know. We wilding though.
See, Alan married.
Yeah. I mean, I ain't talking about my marriage. My shit fly.
I ain't married either.
My shit fly.
Okay. I know your shit fly. Shit.
Damn, yo,
let me go, man, for the memory, kick this joint off, man. I love y'all, man.
I love y'all. Yeah.
Love y'all too.
Hey,
oh, you know what?
They look good, baby.
We need Tony. We need to get with Ice about that thing we